World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. 4 more bodies of deceased hostages have been returned to Israel amid fears the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas might collapse. The BBC reported that the handover in Gaza followed the return of the first 4 dead hostages, namely Daniel Peretz, Yossi Sharabi, Bipin Joshi, and Guy Elos. 20 more bodies are believed to still be in Gaza, and the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, reiterated that Hamas must uphold its side of the agreement and return all the hostages. Now back from his Middle East tour, United States President Donald Trump has ramped up the pressure on Hamas as he told reporters at the White House that the militant group must disarm voluntarily or the U.S. would be forced to make them do so. In other news stories, United States President Donald Trump has warned he could cut financial aid to Argentina if his ally Javier Milei loses crucial legislative elections later this month. The Guardian reported that the Trump administration has already promised $20 billion to assist in Argentina's already struggling economy, but his backing has failed to calm the markets. The results of the elections, in which Milei's minority party is hoping to boost its seat tally, will dictate whether he can pass tough cost-cutting reforms or will face a legislative brick wall for the next 2 years of his term. Hailing Milei as a great leader, U.S. President Trump said he would fully endorse his ally in the elections. Trump has, however, faced questions about how a big bailout for Argentina tallies with that same America First policy. When asked by reporters what the benefit to the United States was, Trump replied that they are helping a great philosophy take over a great country. And finally, an elite military unit says it has seized power in Madagascar from President Ange Rajoelina following weeks of youth-led protests in the Indian Ocean island. The BBC reported that CAPSAT Chief Colonel Michael Randrianirina said the military would form a government and hold elections within 2 years. He added that Gen Z protesters will be part of the changes because the movement was created in the streets, so they have to respect their demands. Troops and protesters have been celebrating the apparent ousting of President Rajoelina with thousands waving flags in the capital, Antananarivo. CAPSAT stands for Personal Administration and Technical and Administrative Services Corps and is the most powerful military unit in Madagascar. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.